Hello there, friends and followers, and welcome to this X-Plane 11 live stream. It's we're having some issues here. Let's sort this out. There we go. Hello there, folks, and welcome to this X-Plane 11 live stream. Today we are going to be flying the IXEG 737 from Albany to Perth in Australia. I'm very excited to do this flight today. It is probably one of my rare occasions where I fly in Australia. So I want to welcome everyone here to the stream, and just as a quick reminder, there is a giveaway going on right now. It's going to get you the IXEG 737, so we're going to have one lucky winner with us today. Let's take a quick look here at who's with us today. We've got, of course, Omari, who is a good friend and a moderator of the chat here on the Q8Pilot channel. We've got Professional Simulation channel. Welcome to the stream. Let me see here. Sven, Farouk, Duncan, and Mondo, and is it Dishal, I believe. Andy, welcome. Oslin Powers, welcome. Thank you very much. This livery, by the way, was created for me by MB Liveries. MB Liveries is, of course, very famous. He's got a Facebook page. He is the master of liveries. Every little aircraft that you'll find for X-Plane, for P3D, whatever you name it, he's made a livery for it. So yeah, I'm quite excited. This scenery of Albany in Australia is freeware, but the scenery at Perth is that of Oxonus, I believe, is the name of the company, and it is really a very beautiful scenery created by Oxonus of Perth International Airport. We are situated at the terminal, and we've got the ground power unit connected for just kind of in the interest of time, I have loaded the aircraft with the fuel and the passengers already. So we're going to get started momentarily here. All right, so the giveaway is a copy of the IXEG 737. We're going to have one lucky winner with us today, and I'm going to include Captain Mike Ray's 737 manual with this giveaway, so whoever is going to win the aircraft is also going to get a copy of the 737-300 manual. And in order to enter the giveaway, just enter exclamation giveaway, and that should basically get you on your way. Let's get started, folks. We are going to hop into the cockpit. Excuse me. Of course, this is the latest version of the IXEG 737. And I'm going to just quickly check because I know you guys are going to want to enter the giveaway. So I'm just going to make sure that everything is working fine. And also going to put my... All right, so I don't see the entries coming in yet. But let me just do one thing. I'm going to turn off the bot and turn it back on. That normally helps. All right, let's see here. Let's see if that fixes. All right, so I can see now the entries coming in, so we're good there. And now we can start setting up the aircraft for our flight. We are going to be cruising today at 20,000 feet. Not a very long flight, about 42 minutes of airtime. Very quickly, this is what we're carrying in terms of fuel. As you can see, the block fuel here is 13,200. So we're going to put 13,400. That's what I have there. And as far as our route today, let's see here. So we're going to depart Yankee Alpha Bravo Alpha, runway 14, direct to Alpha Bravo Alpha. we are going to take airway Whiskey 172 to Solus, and then it's our star into Perth at Solus 2 Alpha, runway 21, and we're going to be performing an ILS approach at Perth International. Also, very quickly, let me just give you a brief on the weather at both our departure and destination airports. At Albany today, we are expecting winds of about 7 knots at 80 degrees. Clouds are scattered at 3,000 feet. Visibility is at least 10 kilometers. The current temperature is 9 Celsius, and the QNH is 1010. Things are cool, and at Perth, we are expecting no clouds whatsoever. The temperature is about 17 Celsius, and the QNH is 1013. All right, so we are ready to go, and we are going to begin with the battery, as we normally do. And we're going to connect the ground power unit. And we're going to turn on this fuel pump here, the left fuel pump. And let's see here. What else do we need to do? All right, so we are going to check the oxygen. Oxygen checks okay. And we're going to do the APU fire test. And it checks okay. Cargo fire test. And checks okay. All right. And we're going to head over here. And the airspeed warning test checks okay. Flight recorder is fine. Stall warning test is good. We're going to set the adheres to nav mode. 7 minutes until alignment. Right, all is good here. And we're going to head over here now to the overhead panel. And as we normally do, we're going to start from top to bottom, left to right. All right, so I can see you guys are definitely getting into the giveaway now, so it's good to see that it's working. And let's see here. So the galley power can go on, and we can turn on the emergency lights. We're going to turn on the fasten seatbelt sign on, and we're going to turn on the window heat. Now, I've been flying virtually, of course, with a real-world pilot from the United States, and he actually told me that according to his company airline, the airline procedures for the company he works for, the hydraulic pumps should only be turned on to make sure that they are working. So you check the lights that they actually are distinguished and extinguished, beg your pardon, and then you actually turn them back off. So again, company procedures differ from one aircraft to the other, from one company to the other. So we're going to follow that procedure in this flight, and we're going to turn on the recirc fans on. We're going to put the packs on auto, and the isolation valve is open, and we're going to set the altitude to 20,000 feet. Right, 20,000. There we go. 20 is set, and we're going to make sure the position light is on. Next, we're going to head over here to the glare shield. We're going to set our altitude to 20,000 feet since we do not have ATC today, so we are going to assume that we are cleared to 20,000 feet. We are departing runway 14 today, so this is the runway heading, and we're going to turn on our flight directors as well. And everything is good. The glare shield is good. All right, let's head over to the FMC. Position initialization, and we are currently at Yankee Alpha Bravo Alpha. And next page, we're going to grab the GPS position, insert it here, and we are good now. We're going to go to the routes page and enter Albany here, and the destination is Perth, which is Yankee Papa Hotel. flight number today is Q82574. And we can now go to the departures. We're going to be departing runway 14, and we're going to go to the route. We can now take a look at the flight plan here real quick. Let's see here. All right, so we're going to fly direct to Alpha Bravo Alpha. Alpha Bravo Alpha. And we're going to select this one here, the DME, the first one, the DME station here. And then we're going to fly via airway Whiskey 1722 Solus. So Whiskey 172 airway, exit at Solus, US. There we go. And that's pretty much our flight plan today. Execute, activate, and execute. All right. And now we're going to go to the arrivals, and we are going to select the Solus 2 Alpha, which is this one here. And we are doing an ILS runway 21, I believe. Yep. And we're going to select this one here. No transition, that's fine. Route. There's one discontinuity, as you can see here, after Mocher. So we are going to select this one here and stick it and that's it. We're good. All right. Now we can go to the index page here. We're going to go to performance. For performance, we can get rid of this now. For performance, we're going to bring up the control panel, and we're going to go to the ground services, and we're just going to put the gross weight of 116.4. 116.4, and the reserves actually we need from our flight plan here. So let's take a look. For the reserves, we're going to add 3.6, that's 4, and 3, that's 7. So we're going to enter 7 here. The cost index is 32. Cruise altitude is 200. Wind is 013006, so 013006. Average ESA is 7. Transition altitude in Australia is 10,000 feet, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to set that and execute. N1 limit. Now, we are not going to derate, so it's already derated, but we're going to leave it there. We're not going to derate any further. Simply because the runway isn't really that long, so we're going to need all the runway for our departure. Takeoff, we're going to put the, let's see, now we're going to need the control panel, so let's take this off. And we're going to put the CG, which is 15. That gives us a trim of about 5 units. All right, 5 units is set. And V1, 132. V rotate is 134. And V2 is 143. Right, looks like you guys have settled now with the giveaway. Is it the IXEG that's the giveaway? Yes, it is. It is the IXEG 737, along with Captain Mike Ray's 737 manual. So whoever wins this giveaway today is also going to get a copy of the manual. All right, so the FMC is all set up now, and as you can see, again, a very short flight. Everything is looking good here. Let's go to VHF1 on both radio panels, and everything else looks good to me here. All right, so we're going to wait for the alignment. Let's just check about 3 minutes until full alignment. We forgot to, let's go to the index one more time, takeoff. So we're going to take V2 of 143. Right, 143 is set. We're going to set the auto brake to rejected takeoff. And we are pretty much good here. FMC, we're going to set this to climb. And now we can start the APU. And we no longer need the control panel. So, really, I do apologize, folks, for being away for about a couple of weeks or maybe a week or so. I have been extremely busy at work, pretty much doing a lot of long hours at work, and then lots of family matters, and you guys know how it goes. So yeah, I do apologize for being away. I tried my best to create some videos, but unfortunately, I've just been too exhausted to do anything in the past 10 days or so. So hopefully, we're back to normal now, and, you should be expecting a lot more content. Let's take a look here at the APU. All right, APU is good. Let's turn on the APU bleed. And the APU bleed is now on, so the only thing we need to do now is wait for the IRS alignment. In the meantime, let's go ahead and set up the altimeter. And the current altimeter at Albany is, let's see here, 1019. All right, 1019. It looks like we have an alignment now. 1019. Just for the sake of making sure everything's good, let's go ahead and take a look here at the plan. So we're going to step through, and that's our, yeah, so looks kind of strange, but you know what, let me increase the range a bit here so we can see. There we go. So that's smoker. We're going to come right here. This is Hague, I believe, and that's the turn into runway. So it's kind of a steep turn, but should be all right. We should be fine. Yeah, should be an interesting short flight. Let's put this back on map. This is on 40. That's perfectly fine. And we are ready for pushback, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to turn on the anti-collision lights. We're going to turn on our fuel pumps. And we are going to call the pushback truck. All right. Plugins. And pushback, where is it? There we go. Start pushback.
Around to cockpit. G'day, mate. Go ahead and show me where you'd like to point.
Welcome to all the joiners since the start of the stream.
Ground to cockpit.
And thank you very much for both your support and your patience. Right, looks like you guys are really interested in this giveaway. So I'll tell you what, guys, there is going to be a giveaway with every stream that I'm going to do moving forward. So every time we're going to fly an aircraft, there is going to be a giveaway of that particular aircraft. Now, depending on the on the price of the aircraft, there is going to be either 2 copies or 1 copy. I will try for aircraft that are, in high demand or payware that I know people really are, very fond of. I'll try to make more giveaways of those aircraft in my streams. But yes, I have decided that there is going to be a giveaway with every stream that I'm going to do. It's either going to be the same aircraft we're flying or it's going to be something else. We need to disconnect the ground power. So we no longer need the ground power. Let's see what's going on right here. All right, so we're getting locked into position. Well, I can't really read your name. Hi,
Bypass been inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
Says, love this plane, been after it for ages, but not had the spare dollars for it. Well, hopefully you'll win the giveaway today, and, you know, you'll be able to, you know, to fly this beautiful aircraft. Good afternoon from beautiful Miami, Florida. Hello there, Captain Geo. How are you doing, my friend? All right, looks like we are ready to go, folks. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake.
Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engines.
All right, we're clear to start the engines. We're going to turn the packs off. Now, there is something I learned from the real-world pilot I've been flying virtually with. Let's go ahead and start the engine number 2 first. And we're going to watch the engine spool here, as you can see. All right, and fuel. Oh, I love the sounds of the IXEG 737. All right, looks like we have a good start on engine number 2. Now, what the real-world pilot has told me is that once you have a good start on one of the engines, so engine number 2 in this case, we need to make sure this isolation valve is closed, and this pack is on auto, and this is for the comfort of the passengers. So now we can go ahead and start the engine number 1, and we're going to watch engine number 1 spool now. As you can see, engine number 1 is now spooling. There we go, 15. I think that's good. We can give it some fuel now. All right. Now we're going to head back here. We're going to turn on the yaw damper, and we're going to turn on the hydraulics. And you know what? Pitos can go on as well. And now that we have a good start on both engines, we can set the engine starters to continuous and generators on. And now we can set the pack here to auto, isolation valve to auto. We no longer need the APU bleed. Let's reset that. We're good here. And we can now turn off the APU. Very well. We are all configured, looking pretty good. And I'm not sure if we set the brake here for the...
Alright, mate. Disconnecting toes, standby.
Alright, so I forgot about this guy. So he's going to disconnect us now. We need to make sure that the altimeter 1019 is set on this side as well. So let's do that. 1019er is set. All right. So we're going to set flaps 5 for departure. Alrighty. And disconnect. Alright. So we are going to taxi to runway 14. And we are good. I'm actually going to decrease the range here a bit. I think that's much better. And it's going to be an immediate left turn. And we're going to follow the flight plan.
Toes disconnected, bypass pin, yeah, it's removed. I'll give you a thumbs up on the right and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
Alrighty. Alright, before we taxi, the before taxi checklist, if you will. So we are clear on the right, we are clear on the left, and flight control, full up, full down, full left, full right, pedal, full left, full right, and neutral. And we are now ready to go. So we're going to turn on the taxi light. And we are going to head over to the runway. Parking brake is released. And we are on our way to Perth. Just look at this aircraft. Just gorgeous. Really beautiful aircraft. I think this aircraft, along with the, the Fly Jason 737 and 727, the Flight Factor A320, the Tolus A319 and A320 are all great airliners for X-Plane. I highly recommend them. All right, so we are actually going to take the runway. There is no taxiway that takes you directly to runway 14, so we're going to have to taxi on the runway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on our landing lights, runway turn-off lights. I'm going to turn on the strobes and the wing lights, and we're going to arm the auto throttle. Right, here we go. That's our turn. Now, I know, guys, that you are, according to the polls that I've been running, it looks like most of you are still very fond of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And most of the polls give indication that people are still very hungry to see Flight Simulator 2020 content. And I've made, so I've downloaded the most recent updates today for the Airbus mod, and but I really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do this stream to actually give something to you guys, and it's easier for me to do giveaways for X-Plane because, of course, my I have a good, relationship with whether the X Aviation store and the X-Plane org store, so I can, if there are any issues, I can sort them out very quickly for you guys. Whereas with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm not sure how things work still, whether I should, get you guys like a gift certificate that you can use, or it's just I don't have a contact person in case something goes wrong. And it looks like some of the guys who won a copy of the Microsoft Flight Simulator giveaway, when I've done the giveaway, looks like they've had some issues. They were unable to, go and get the the simulator. So I want to make sure that when I do a giveaway that I can support you guys even in the aftermath. So there we go. All right. So here we go. We are at runway 14, ladies and gentlemen. We are cleared for takeoff, and we are going to give it just power here. Take it to about 40%. And toga. The shake may be a little bit exaggerated, and that's XP realistic.
Short runway, short runway.
And as you can see, RAS is warning us of a short runway, which it is a short runway. B1, rotate. And positive rate of climb, gear is going up. Try to maintain about 15-degree pitch here, and we're going to begin our turn. Just get it trimmed a little bit. All right, flaps 1. All right, we're looking good. And flaps up. Just trying to watch our bank here. All right, VNAV, LNAV, and we are going to engage the autopilot. By the way, those are volumetric clouds. It's a complete freeware. I've made a video of those volumetric clouds, so the link to them should be in that video. But if you guys are interested, I can post it again in the description of this video. All right, let's take a look here. All right, we're looking good, 4,000 feet. What a beauty. Now the only thing with this, you'll see the jagged lines here. This is the only drawback of having these clouds. But they, other than that, they look absolutely phenomenal. Very, very nice, as you can see here. All right, Lost Trucker, your TCAS is still off. Oh, thank you. It certainly is. Let's see, TARA. There we go. So it should be okay now. There we go. And actually, we've also forgot the terrain and the weather radar, which is now good. I'm getting so many messages from work at this hour. All right, so the gear can go to the off position and engine to the engine mode selectors also to the off position. We are approaching 10,000 feet, which is the transition altitude. So we are going to set the altimeter to standard 29902, and on the co-pilot side as well 29902. There we go, and we can now turn off the lights. We turn off lights, taxi, wing lights, and the rest of the lights can remain. So here we go. We are now climbing to our cruise altitude of 20,000 feet. Hi, can you buy me X-Plane, please? This is my dream. Well, I'll tell you what. In the next stream, I will do a giveaway, and perhaps X-Plane, a copy of X-Plane is going to be the giveaway. So I wish you all the best of luck in the next stream, and hopefully you'll be one of the lucky winners. Alright, as you can see, we are approaching our top of climb. Not a very long flight, this one, and you can see the clouds look absolutely phenomenal. Here, let me switch to external view. Okay, and you can see the jagged lines, so I'm gonna, put it in a position where, the jagged lines are gone, right there, so where they don't, where, as you can see here, this is the only issue with these clouds. I believe Threshold CEO is streaming XEnviro, and it looks like they've got it to a stage where it's ready to at least stream and show you guys what they've been doing. And I really like XEnviro. Unfortunately, it is not Vulkan ready, so I'm not sure when it is going to be Vulkan ready, but as we speak today, it is still not Vulkan ready. Just look at those clouds. They look phenomenal. 15,000 and 5,000 to go. We can put this actually to the off position, and everything is looking good. yeah, we continue our climb to 20,000. All right, let's see here. All right, so FS 2020, I know a lot of you guys are hungry for more content there, so I will definitely be creating more content. A lot of you guys have asked me about the Kuwait International Airport scenery. Now, out of respect for the developer who wishes to remain anonymous, I have not disclosed the name, and of course he has not provided me with permission to distribute the scenery. So he said, this is just for you, please do not distribute. So for that reason, I was unable to distribute the scenery. He's actually made additional changes, taxiways and things like that. So I'm going to show you in my upcoming FS 2020 video. I'll probably depart Kuwait International and show you guys, you know, the lovely scenery that he's created with all the new enhancements. Looks very, very, very good. One of the best sceneries I've seen, in fact, for FS 2020. What GA aircraft do you recommend the most? All right, so in terms of general aviation aircraft in X-Plane, there are just way too many excellent general aviation aircraft. The V-Flight Air suite of aircraft is very good. The Airfoil Labs Cessna, the TBM by Hot Start, plus many, many others. I don't recall all of them now. There's one, I can't recall the name of it now. But there are definitely a lot of very good general aviation aircraft for X-Plane. What I can do is I can create a video and give you my recommendations. I have done a video, I believe, of the top 10. But that video is probably dated now, and there are a lot more aircraft that are worthy of being in the top 10. I definitely enjoy a lot the V-Flight Air general aviation aircraft, the Airfoils Labs Cessna, the King Air by Airfoil Labs as well is really a study level simulation of the King Air 350. Recently there is the PT-19, if you like tail draggers. That's a really beautiful aircraft to have, and many others that, you know, I just don't recall at this point in time. Okay, you can see the top of descent is in 114 nautical miles. Hot Star Payments, Ronda, Quest, yeah, that's the one. King Air, Hold My Beer, yeah, those are all. There are a lot of freeware aircraft as well for X-Plane. So yeah, and this is freeware clouds, and they're volumetric, and they look absolutely great. Yes, the giveaway is going on. I can tell you guys how much more time is left. Let me see here. All right, so we've got about 17 minutes left until the giveaway is over, and so far we have, let's see here, we've got about 68 entries so far. So yeah, looks like you guys really like the IXEG, so I'm very glad that you guys like this aircraft. And as I've mentioned, I am giving away the aircraft, so one copy of the IXEG along with the Captain Mike Ray 737 manual. So if you haven't entered the giveaway, make sure that you do, and all the best to all of you. Just enter, how to enter, just enter exclamation giveaway, and that should put you in the giveaway, and all the best. Yeah. So guys, let me know if you want me to do more live streams or more videos. It helps me create the content that you guys prefer. Sometimes I'm starting to lean more towards the live streams. To be very honest, with the live stream, you do it once or you're done. You don't have to edit anything. You know, whatever mistakes I make, you know, I just you know, pray to God that you guys forgive me for it. But when I create videos, of course, you know, you have to edit the video, and you know, I have this quality control process that I run through the videos, and it takes a very long time. So I'm finding my way in the live streams. I'm finding them a lot easier to do because I do the live stream once. I do a little bit editing in terms of the description, and then that's it. If you guys prefer, you know, the recorded format, then you know that's what I'll do more of, and I will do maybe one stream every 2 weeks instead of weekly. So it's whatever you guys want. Just let me know. All right. So probably easier to live stream like those better. Right. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for the recommendation. Really appreciate it. All right. So let's take a look here very quickly at the FMC and see where we are. We are approximately 93 nautical miles from Perth, and everything looking in tip-top shape. Let's switch to external view. That looks pretty good. Minus, you know, the jagged lines, of course, which are caused by those clouds. Those sands are absolutely great. All right. All right, quick update on the weather at Perth. Currently, we're expecting 9 knots, 110 degrees, no clouds, visibility is at least 10 kilometers, 16 Celsius, humidity is 59%, QNH is 1013, and everything sky state is blue plus. So we're looking for a really nice approach into Perth. We are cruising at 20,000 feet. And the platform altitude for runway 21 at Perth today is 2,500 feet. All right, looking good. JetBlue 19 Heavy. I want to install Ortho, but I don't know how to install and where to get it from. So if you type in Ortho 4XP Q8Pilot on Google, it should refer you to, to the video that I created some time ago. It should give you some idea, but there is an excellent video of the updated version of Ortho 4XP by Luna's World. And I tell you, this guy really deserves a lot more subs. He's pretty down to earth. He creates content regularly, and he's quite up to date. So when there's something new for X-Plane, for anything flight sim, he's probably one of the first to make a video of it. So I highly recommend that you search for Luna's World video as well of Ortho 4XP. I think he explains things very, very well in his video, and should help you, with your installation issues. By the way, if you guys are also interested in learning to fly in the sim, I'm speaking to someone recently approached me with really a brilliant website and a model where he's a real world pilot. So he's certified instructor as well, and he is actually teaching people how to fly in the sim. He does it with general aviation, with airliners, in X-Plane, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, whatever you want. So I'm planning something for this week, hopefully, and we can hopefully, come online, or maybe it's going to be recorded video. I don't know. But it should be interesting for you guys, for those of you who want to learn how to fly and do so in the sim. So it should be interesting. So I have a few things planned for you guys. All right, let's see. All right, let's take a look at the FMC. Everything's good here. All right, FMC initial reference. As you can see, the ILS frequency for runway 21 at Perth is 109er decimal 50. So we are going to set that here, 109er decimal 50. Okay, oops. So that's set, and let's set it on the other side as well. 50. So that's set, and the course. The approach course is 196. So let's set that here. 196 and 196. There we go. 196 is set on both sides. And let's take a note here. So we're going to do flaps 30, and we're going to add 5 knots for the speed. That's going to give us a final VREF speed of 143. So 30 and 143, and we are set. All right, about 55 nautical miles till the top of descent, so we're not very far away now from Perth. And as you can see, the skies have completely cleared now. And this matches the real weather application that I have on my mobile. Is it Matt? Hello there, my friend, and welcome to this stream. Grant Williams just started flying the FlyJason 737, starting to enjoy the older planes over the glass cockpit. Yeah, those planes are absolutely phenomenal. FlyJason creates beautiful aircraft, very, very immersive, fun to fly, and quite educational. So if you actually go and read the manual that ships with these aircraft, you actually learn a lot about the history of the aircraft itself, and what it was used for, and when it started, when the production started, and when it ended, and how it ended. There's some really interesting, facts that you can find in those manuals. Aviation Vienna, have you tried the Coronado FA50? If yes, what are your thoughts on it? So I've tried it for X-Plane. Guys, let me be very straightforward with this. I do not like Coronado aircraft. Okay, it's just a fact of matter. Coronado aircraft are visually stunning. So in terms of the visuals, they look absolutely gorgeous. The sounds are terrible, I'll tell you, and they all fly the same, as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't get you, you don't really need to do much to fly a Coronado aircraft. So there isn't, of course, you can read the checklist, you can read the manual, but even if you do things wrong, it still just flies. And I've heard a lot of real-world pilots say that the flight model of these aircraft is nowhere near the real aircraft in real life. So I am not a big fan of Coronado aircraft. I have a lot of them, almost all of them. So I purchased just about everything for FSX at the time, and then everything for P3D, and then everything for X-Plane. And then at some point I decided to stop, unless I get a lot of requests to review the aircraft. Then I say, okay, fine, let me get the aircraft and review it on the channel. But in a nutshell, Coronado is sort of like for somebody who's just starting with flight simulation, they're fine. But if you're looking for something study level and you really want to learn real world procedures and how aircraft are handled up in the air, then definitely not the way to go. Have you tried the Salty Simulation 747 in MS 2020? Basically enhances. Yeah, so I've tried it. It's okay. It's in infancy, so it's going to take a lot of time to get it, to the point where it is enjoyable, I think. But yeah, it's a good start. I salute the developers for the effort, for sure. Do you recommend the Peter Hager A320? No, I do not. I do not recommend the A380, and I do not recommend the A320 either. So I think, if you really want an A380, I mean, it's the only one available for X-Plane, but I definitely don't recommend it. Have you tried the Bonanza mod for MSFS by Rob Young? No, I have not tried that. So thanks for letting me know. I'll be sure to download it and give it a try. All right. So we are now, let's see. We are 27 nautical miles from top of descent, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the MCP altitude here to 2,500 feet, which is our platform altitude. And we're going to need to be a little mindful of our speed as we approach Perth, because it's going to be a sharp turn into the airport. So let's make sure that this is set to 2,500. All right, 2,500 is set, and we are good for top of descent. Let's see here, 23 nautical miles. External view, clear skies. Doesn't look anything like Microsoft Flight Simulator, but in my view, still looks good. Let's see here. From Master One Law Q8, do you recommend the IXEG 737? It's one of my favorite aircraft, and I might purchase it in the future. Definitely. The IXEG 737 is probably one of the very best airliners created for X-Plane. Look, I'll tell you this. When it came out, it was probably the best. Then it was, the actual developers were busy with, their real lives, and it did not get that many updates. But, it's kind of funny, but one of the benefits of the coronavirus, of this whole pandemic thing, is that it gave them a little more time to update the aircraft. So it kind of turned out to our advantage that this came out, because this aircraft would not have been updated otherwise. So it has received several updates. They brought a lot of fixes, both to some of the visual elements of the aircraft, as well as the FMC. So yeah, it is definitely one of the better airliners for X-Plane. It is somewhat, I would say, a study level simulation of the aircraft, and it is a very, very immersive aircraft to fly. And coupled with Captain Mike Ray's manual, you can actually perform what real pilots do with this aircraft. So it's definitely a lot of fun, very educational, and highly immersive aircraft. Please, what does the 2 tickets mean? Oh, don't worry about the tickets. So here's what the tickets are. Normally, when I run the giveaways, you are required to have watched my stream for a certain number of minutes before you are eligible to actually, enter the giveaway. And I kind of found that this is a little bit frustrating for some people who probably don't want to watch the full stream. They just want to come in, and, enter the giveaway and, try their luck, watch a few minutes and then leave. And that's perfectly fine with me. I have no issues with that. So I decided to remove the requirement of you guys having to have tickets. But when you're a sub to the channel, you actually gain tickets when you enter the giveaway. So, for the next giveaway. So maybe at some point I'll re-enable it. But for now, I want everybody to enjoy the stream. Even if they don't want to watch the full stream, that's perfectly okay. I want to, allow as much as possible, folks in the community to participate and try their luck with the giveaway and win something and have fun with flight simulation. All right, let me see what's going on here. All right, so we are getting close. This is the top of descent, and as you can see now, we have begun the descent. And we are doing okay. Yeah, I can see the needle going back up, so that's fine. The transition altitude in Australia is 10,000 feet. So let me go ahead and grab the altimeter at... all right, so the altimeter, folks, is 1013. All right. And does it need a lot of performance? I'm sorry, I'm not with you guys there. Smokey433, hello there, my friend, and welcome. Glad to have you here, my friend. Oh, we have Gordon here. Gordon, welcome. I just realized that you're on the stream. See, the thing is, when I'm not a very good streamer, I must admit, and I still don't, I don't know all the ropes of streaming, but I have the chat window on my iPad, and it's actually on the studio screen, so the chat window is a very small window. I think what I need to do is I need to have another monitor where I put the chat there, so it's easier for me to read and respond. But right now it's all on my iPad, so it's kind of difficult. Captain Q8G, hello there, my friend, and welcome. Zach, hello there. What's up, my friend? Welcome to the stream. Ayad, hello there, my friend. You're a follower from Kingdom of Jordan. Hello there, and welcome. I hope that you guys are staying safe there. I saw an ad for Kuwait International being released or early released and thought of you to get your opinion on the accuracy. I haven't seen it, to be honest. So the version that I'm using is the one created by a good friend of mine, FMC. Looks like drag is required. Right. Yeah, we need to be very mindful of the speed as we approach Perth. This is a really sharp turn there, so we're gonna reduce our speed there. All right, there we go. We're still looking good. Let's take a look here at the outside real quick. I tell you guys, with orthophoric speed, so when I fly, for example, in California, in Seattle, Florida, or Washington State, where there is Orbex scenery, Orbex True Earth, I tell you, the difference between FS 2020 and X-Plane isn't really that great. The only thing that is very different is the volumetric clouds and the volumetric trees and the vegetation. Yes, it does make a difference, but from a high distance. So when you're flying an airliner, definitely don't feel that much of a difference when you're flying, you know, in an area that is covered by Ortho4XP or Orbex True Earth in X-Plane. Yeah, so the difference, I think, in the sound brake, the sound difference that you hear when the speed brakes are deployed, I believe that is a feature of XP Realistic. All right, so we're approaching 10,000 feet, and let me take a note, 1013. Okay, so we're approaching 10,000. We're going to go ahead and turn on our landing lights, runway turn off lights, and the wing lights. We are going to set the auto brake to number 2 as we approach, and let's go ahead and decrease the range here. All right, so we can see what's going on, and we are below 250 knots as we descend below 10,000 feet. All right, and we're going to set the altimeter to 1013, which is already set. Yeah, so bear reference standard. All right, so that's the airport right ahead of us. And as you can see, we're going to make a slight right turn and then a sharp left turn to intercept the localizer for runway 21. That needs to go. Right, we're good now. And there we go, we descend again. And that's our turn. Alright, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to reduce our speed to 215 knots. So let's see here, 215. And we're going to extend the speed brakes so that we can reduce the speed a bit faster. We are looking good. Can you please make a review about the mouse and keyboard in MSFS? I missed that one. And do they work? Yeah, they absolutely work just fine. I'll try to make a tutorial of that in the coming days. From Jake, at the moment I think I'm going to wait for FS 2020 to go on sale and wait for lots of freeware mods to be released. For now I'm enjoying X-Plane. I enjoy X-Plane a lot still. Let's reduce the rate of descent to 1500 feet per minute. I definitely enjoy X-Plane a lot more, especially when it comes to airliners, but for VFR, general aviation aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator is second to none, I must say. The visuals and just the immersion is just a lot of fun, really, flying those general aviation aircraft. So we continue our descent now to 2500. And we're reducing our speed as well. As you can see here, this is the turn. We're coming up, and it looks like we're slightly too low, but I think we are fine. So I'm not going to change anything as of yet. We are going to decrease our range. No, I'm not sure if that's the airport or that's the airport, but it looks like this is the airport. Yeah, no, it's definitely this one here, because we're going to go here and make a turn. Right, we can reduce the rate of descent now to maybe 1300 feet. We are going to reduce the speed to 185 knots. That is definitely the airport. And we're going to keep the speed brake extended. The final approach speed is 143, and we're going to be doing flaps 30 today. All right, at this point we are going to engage the approach button. And we are looking good. All right, speed check, flaps 1. That should help us reduce the speed further, faster. Right, here we go, and we are approaching our platform altitude now of 2,500 feet. We're looking good. And as you can see now, we can see the localizer is active. 2,500, looking good. We don't need the speed brake anymore. And speed check, flaps 5. All right, we're looking good. We're going to set the engine start selectors to continuous again for our landing. And everything else here is looking good. We are at flaps 5, and we should intercept the localizer now. Let's make sure everything's good here. And that's our turn. Localizer is captured. All right, we are going to reduce our speed to 165. And we're going to go to flaps 15. And gears going down. Right, heading select. Not sure what's going on here. There we go. Wow, we are way from the runway. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to 143. All right, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to disconnect the autopilot. And we are just going to take manual control of the aircraft. I'm not sure which one is runway 21, but it looks like it's the one there, so it's going to be a sharp right turn. Let's see if we can nail this. I wasn't really expecting this, but yeah, things like that do happen, unfortunately.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
So if I'm not
Glide
mistaken,
slow.
that's runway 21
Glide
right
slow.
there. So just
Glide slow.
momentarily, we're going to begin
Glide slow.
the turn.
Glide slow. Glide
We are a
slow.
bit too low, maybe.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide slow.
I absolutely can't see a thing, so
Glide
let me
slow.
just do this. There we go.
Glide slow.
All right, here we go.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
We're too high.
Approaching 2-1.
400.
All right, there we
300.
go.
Too low. Flaps. Too low. Flaps. 200.
We're too fast. I made a big mess out of this, but
100.
you know, we'll try to sort it out.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Long landing. Long
10.
landing. 2,700
Whoa.
meters remaining.
Well, I tell you guys, this was really bad. Not sure what was. The aircraft kind of did its own thing. But yeah, it was really, really bad. You should, guys, you should have received the landing rate. I normally don't get it, so I don't see it on the screen, but you guys can. Frozen butter. Yeah. Still works. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 400. Whoa. Damn. All right. Well, none of my best flights, I must say, but we've made it safely here at Perth. So we are looking okay. Let me retract the flaps real quick. And I'm not sure where we need to go. All right, so we can go there. Really nice scenery by Oxenus. Very, very well made scenery. But yeah, this landing was one of probably my worst ever. Yes, definitely unstable approaches. It should have been probably a go-around, and that was a bad decision on my part not to go around because we were very unstable as we approached runway 21. But we're on the ground, we're safe. The passengers aren't very happy, I must say, but we're fine. So I'm just going to go and make a turn here and just park the aircraft at the first available spot. Not sure if this is a spot where we can park the aircraft, but well, this guy's telling us to go forward, so that's what we're going to do. All right, there we go. Parking brake is set, and we're going to kill the engines. Alrighty. Can turn off the lights. And of course, it's going to complain. So we're going to very quickly just come here and connect the ground power unit. And we're good. All right. Well, folks, we made it safely. I do apologize for the extremely bad landing. But, you know, things happen. And my head is sticking out of the cabin. Yeah. I must say that, this was a terrible landing. All right, folks, let's go ahead and see who is the lucky winner today. Let me see here. So we're going to go to the giveaway. All right, and we are, let me see here. So we've got a total of 89 entries. Very good. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys liked this. All right, so let's go ahead and pick a winner. And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of today's giveaway is Roxas. Is it 9 or 8? I can't see. 8. Roxas 8 is your winner. Roxas, are you with us? Are you with us right now here on the stream? So I'm not sure if Roxas is with us, but you, my friend, you are the winner of the giveaway. And congratulations. All you need to do is to contact me at info@q8pilot.com with your email address, the same email address that you use at the X Aviation store. If you do not have currently an X Aviation store account, please create one and then let me know what is the email address. Once that is complete, I will reach out to the X Aviation store and they will transfer the IXEG 737 along with Captain Mike Ray's manual to your account, where you can then download it and enjoy it. All right, folks. Well, this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you in this live stream. This is, by the way, Perth International, the scenery by Oxonus, which in my view is a beautiful rendition of Perth International. If we have anybody from Australia, maybe they can vouch for the accuracy and authenticity of the airport. All I can say that this is a very well-made airport in terms of the 3D, custom 3D objects, the textures, the reflective material, the night lighting is done quite well, and all the textures. So definitely, if you like flying in Australia, this is an airport that you might want to consider. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, please do take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye for now.